Hey guys, I'm going to show my favorite card pickup of 2023 in this one and rip on PSA a little bit. So that should be fun. Let's start there actually. So, as a PSA member, I guess that's what it's called, I get their magazine, which I really like. I like their monthly magazine, real high quality stuff, good articles in there. I got really excited. I went to the mailbox, got this baby out, cool cover with Dion, and I looked here and you see that it says variant out of 500. So I got excited because they make generally two versions of this magazine every month where they do a base version and then they do like these variant that are serial numbered. Never gotten one of those before. And this was my first one, but it wasn't my first one because PSA made a mistake, made an error, and they put variant on the wrong one. The gold ones here are the base magazines, I'm finding out. And there's a white one that is the real variant. So PSA got me all excited, typical PSA fashion, and they made a gaffe. So here we are. But good magazine. I like it. So here we go, guys. I want to show a ghost card. This is a ghost card that I was able to pick up. Funny story how I tracked it down, which I'm going to tell you. But I want to give a mention to Hugo of Signs of the Pastime. Great guy, great channel. He's doing a video response thing right now where he's asking to show your favorite pickup of the year. So perfect timing because I just got this one back from PSA. And this is a card that, it's been on my list, but it's one of those cards that I really wasn't sure if I'd ever see come up for sale. And even though I have one now, I still never seen one of these publicly for sale. I'll explain that in a minute. But so this card, I was looking on eBay for Pedro Martinez cards, and I even forget which one it was now, but I messaged the seller. I had a question about the card, and got right back to me, messaging back and forth. Seemed like a really good guy. And then he mentions, I also have offline, I have a lot of Pedro Martinez inventory. And so he said, he sent me a link, and there was a list of maybe 100 Pedro Martinez cards. And I'm going through the list, and some of them I have, and there's some good cards in there. But when I collect Pedro here, I'm really going after like at least right now, I'm trying to get his best cards. I made a list of what I consider his best cards. I'm going down that list, and there I see it. 1999 Pacific Prism Red. For those of you guys who might not be too familiar with Pacific Prism 99 Red, that was a parallel in 99 Prism, the original Prism, the best Prism. They had the base cards, and then they had about, I think it was like 4 different parallels, Prism parallels. They had a gold, which is numbered to 480, and then they have I think a blue and a purple. And then there's the ghost card, the reds. And so the reds, when I had Mike Kramer, the founder and the guy who owned Pacific Trading Cards, on my channel here recently, he mentioned to me that the reds, in his opinion, the reason that you'd never see them really is because they were retail only. They were only sold in Walmart's and Sam's Club. And, he was saying his theory is that people buying those out of Walmart and Sam's Club generally aren't collectors. I think the way he put it was just basically moms buying cards for their kids, and they ended up in the toy box or thrown out. And I guess something happened where even a lot of them were destroyed. So I'm going to show this card here, but the red prisms were not numbered, but he stated that there was, I think, 120 of each player made. So, not a ton anyway, but when usually you see a card that's numbered to 120 or even 100 or more, generally you'll see those for sale every so often. This card I've never seen. There's, I think, 10 total graded across the whole set of the reds. We're talking guys that get graded a lot, like Jeter and Ken Griffey Jr., Cal Ripken. There's only been 10 total, and I don't think there's one player who has more than one of the reds ever graded with PSA. Pedro had none. This is the first one ever graded with PSA, first one I've ever seen. So I was just amazed because this guy had a Prism Red, on his list, and he didn't even have it up for sale. He just had it in his inventory, and I don't know if he was going to get around to putting it up on eBay or whatever. But it if it did go up on eBay, knowing some of the Pedro super collectors that I've connected with, um, I think it would have sold pretty fast. But luckily, I was able to get this card at I think a reasonable price, and I got it. I bought it. It wasn't graded, so I got it back, sent it into PSA, and just got it back. So this is my favorite pickup of the year. Not my most valuable card that I picked up all year, but this is my favorite because, like I mentioned, I've had it on my list, but I kind of chalked it up as one of those cards that I may never even see it come up for sale in my lifetime, just because how scarce they are from 1999. And it's cool because they got a little story behind them and why they're really not readily available. So here it is, and I knew it wasn't going to get a high grade because, by and large, Pacific cards don't grade too well, kind of across the board. A lot of them have the foil, and they're just not cards that grade highly. But I just wanted this in a PSA holder because I felt like it would look great. It does, and it got a PSA 5. PSA 5, and there it is. 99 Pacific Prism Pedro Red, the only one in existence as of now. And just a beautiful card. For me, it's got like a have you ever seen those 97 in like basketball and football, 97 precious metal gem reds? It's got that feel to it for me. And just a great looking card. Here's the back. And so the ghost card has landed in a PSA holder. Happy to add it in my collection. Great color match with the PSA label, guys. Also, I want to say that is my favorite pickup of the year, but maybe the best pickups are the pickups that you get for someone else. So Christmas coming up here, my nephew, he's 13 years old and, lives here in Arizona. So his favorite player right now is Corbin Carroll. I got him a nice rookie card, 2023 Topps Cosmic Chrome, PSA 10. And this is a really cool set. There's all kinds of crazy numbered parallels and everything. This is the base card, but great for my nephew. He's a fan, and just a cool looking card. Rookie card, Corbin Carroll, great player. And, I get even more excited to give people cards, like my nephew here. So this will be fun. So there it is. So I haven't been making too many videos lately. I've been a little strapped for time. Try to get one out at least every week or two here. So if this is the last video I make of 2023, just want to say it's been a pleasure this year being part of the sports card community here on YouTube. And I look forward to next year and having some more fun. Thanks, guys.